People have the misconception that TikTok is ruining their focus, and although it is a large part of the problem, it's more of a symptom of the issue at hand. And the issue at hand is that your internal state, your brain chemistry, is rigged in a way that you're using this short form content consumption instead of doing the work you said you're going to do. And by the end of this video, I will change your brain chemistry and give you actionable tips and techniques to shift it to a more productive version of yourself, so you can do the work that you say you're always going to do and reach success that much faster. Let's get into it. Hello, I'm Dylan, I'm 18 and I work with high potential professionals and entrepreneurs who are fed up with procrastinating. They have ambition, but they don't have the productive system behind them to carry them through. I don't work with lazy people. I work with people who don't have productivity strategies and techniques for their ambition. As I personally saw myself in that exact same position, I had over 5,000 hours or 210 days straight playing on Call of Duty, wasting my time. I had all the best camos and I was grinding the game, but I was letting my in real life ambitions down. I had aspirations for business, etc., but I simply couldn't do it because I didn't have the productivity strategies and techniques to pull me out of procrastination when I needed them most. Now I effortlessly and easily breeze through large banks of my work, for my business, for my education and for my personal development goals, and I'm helping others do the same with my business, with my YouTube channel, where I post actionable guides on how to become productive once and for all. If that sounds interesting, subscribe. But what are we covering in this video? You can break brain chemistry simply down to a 4-letter principle. It's called DOSE. Dose. And I give all credit here to TJ Power. He's a neuroscientist in the UK. Spoke to him personally and his concept is amazing. He's wrote a book on it, etc. But the dose idea is dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin and endorphins, and his ideology is that scientifically if you stimulate all 4 of those neurochemicals at least once during the day, you will have a good and productive day and be less likely to fall into the traps of procrastination, short form content consumption, and even more degenerate activities. So how do we stimulate them? For dopamine, the easiest way to stimulate it is with quick, easy wins. And I like to do it via snowballing. So dopamine can work in a way, dopamine is just the motivation hormone. It can work in a way like a snowball. You close your eyes, you imagine you're on a winter's day at the top of a hill with a small snowball in your hand. As you roll it down the hill, which is covered in snow, when it reaches the bottom, it's this huge mass because it's accumulated from the inertia and the momentum. And motivation and dopamine works the exact same way. You complete the small tasks, you build the momentum, the inertia, and every single small task you tick off, for example, making your bed, cleaning your desk, organizing your desktop, and having a cold shower, are all building dopamine within inside yourself and stimulating it in a way that will keep you sharp and productive. Because if on your to-do list you have make bed, organize desktop, clean desk, cold shower, and then the hardest task that you're trying to do during the day to be productive on, then you're more likely to complete it than just waking up and trying your hardest to complete the task. You've built the inertia, the momentum, and the release of dopamine, which is stacking on top of each other by getting these easy wins to allow you to complete the task you set yourself that much easier. And if you don't have a planner, a daily planner, or a planning system to keep you consistent and help you release dopamine, then my scientifically backed daily planner is just the product for you. It's limited copies, so if you do want to purchase it, one of the links in the description will take you there. I'd probably act fast before it sells out. The second of the dose protocol is oxytocin. And how can we release oxytocin? Statistically, you can release it from 5 hugs during the day. 5 hugs. And this works for animals too, so if you don't want to hug a person, you can stroke a dog, pet a dog, etc., and you'll get the same release. Or some studies are actually showing that even parasocial and parasympathetic relationships, so speaking to someone through the phone, can actually have obviously a way less but reasonable release of oxytocin to stimulate this during the day. So if you generally don't have someone to connect with physically, just even deep personalized messaging between you and another person can stimulate this response. Next up is serotonin. How can we release serotonin? And the easiest way we can do this to maximally impact us is to gratitude journal. I've gratitude journaled for the last 274 days of my life. Every single day I wake up and I say the 5 things I'm grateful for, and I write them into my planner. I have a full section here for gratitude, and the reason I put it into a productivity planner, because it may seem wishy-washy, is because it releases serotonin, and not just normal serotonin, which can be found in the gut. It's for your hormones and your happiness. It's serotonin that's specifically synthesized within the brain. There's only 6% of serotonin that is synthesized within the brain, and gratitude journaling stimulates that. And the reason it's so important, obviously for your mental health, to feel happy, to feel content with life by knowing that you have things you can be grateful for that make you happy and improve your mental health, but also because the synthesis of serotonin within the brain specifically reinforces the prefrontal cortex, which is a load of jargon for essentially gratitude journal equals more focus. The prefrontal cortex is the part of the brain that's active during focus work. Whenever you're focused and in the flow and motivated to do your work, it's because the prefrontal cortex is allowing it so. So if you want to improve your focus, simply gratitude journal, release that serotonin within the brain, and you will get that result. Just before we continue on with the video, I have a unique high leverage opportunity just for people like you. I want to work with people who have high ambition but no productivity system to back them. I won't bog you down with the details, but I'm guaranteeing you 30 days of pure productivity linked in the top link in the description with my productivity performance plan. You get everything you need to turn productive. I'll work with you personally, daily, one-to-one. In terms of daily pricing, it's cheaper than the coffee you buy every single morning. So it's time for you to finally take action and invest in yourself with an actual return on your investment this time. I have limited spots this month, so act fast or you won't have this opportunity. The top link will take you there. Let's get into the rest of this video. And the final of the 4 brain chemicals needed to be released during the day to improve your productivity, discipline, drive, and overall well-being is oxytocin. And how can we release oxytocin? Zone 2 cardio. You need to be in a position where you can get a sweat on. So whether that be a fast walk over a long period of time, sprinting, going to the gym, oxytocin will be released and it will improve your mental fortitude. It will improve your mental health. It'll improve the way you feel. And there's a saying that I love. No one has ever regretted a gym session. No one's got their kit on, got their bag ready, got in the car, drove to the gym with some good music playing, finished the workout, they're sweaty, they're pumped, they can see the potential their physique has to offer them, and said, I regret that workout. You only regret if you don't go. So, release oxytocin. And that was it. That was the dose protocol on how we can live a more balanced life and improve our brain chemistry to shift it in a way that we don't fall into the traps of procrastination, unproductivity, and short form content consumption. And if you are looking to work with me one-to-one, I do have limited spots available, but the top link in the description will take you to my productivity performance plan where I'm changing lives in just 30 days. I won't bog you down with the details, but the top link will take you there. I appreciate you for watching.